For me, though, those kind of people are not artists at all. They're singers.
Yeah.
They're commercial singers. If you're an artist, there's different things that you should have on mind while you're doing what you're doing. Like how you express your music or how you express what you want to say to the world and stuff. Again, I put the example of Juan Luis Guerra, the guy that I mentioned before, because in that song, he's talking about fish and fish tanks. That if a kid listened to it, they'd be like, oh, it's fish and fish tank. Of course, for us that we're growing up adults, we just like look up the meaning behind it and we're like, okay, we understand it. But for kids, they listen to a song and they'd be like, oh, it's fish and fish tanks. You know, he is an artist.
You know, but it reminds me of 50 Cent's Candy Shop. I listened to that song when I was in 5th grade. I had no idea what it meant. And then I turned like maybe 19, 20, and then I was like, I realized, damn, fuck, man, I had no idea.
It happens a lot. But that's the point, you know, of making making your own way to share a message through a song. For me, that's what it's been called artist. You know, you don't have to like go to the easy way just to earn money. Just the people that are doing music just to earn money, they are commercial singers.
Yeah. No, of course, it's important to earn money.
Of course.
But I mean, in my case, if the end goal was money, I don't think I would have chosen music because it's not the best way to make money. I mean, if you're successful, there's a potential chance that you'll make a lot of money, but the probability is pretty low. So if the money is what you're aiming for, music's probably not the thing. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
Like there are other things that you have a higher probability of making money.
Yeah. But that's the thing. When you're an artist, you just it's just like so many factors. Honestly, to be called an artist itself, it has so many factors.
Yeah. Because sometimes people don't even think about like in depth. Varies on the person, but it's hard to argue, you know. Like because now I'm at a point that it's kind of subjective anyway, so can't really say it's bad. Like you, I wouldn't necessarily want my kids, if I had kids, to listen to these songs, but But to be honest, like you can't really protect your child from every harm. So in case they see these things, like maybe if potentially it's the parents' responsibility to guide the child in the right way. So
that's true.
yeah.
That's why I say it's like a shared responsibility, not only from the artist. Because singers, again, are not here or not making music to educate your kids. They're just making music because there's something that's something that they like or something that they do to earn money. And
at the end of the day, it's a job, you know.
Right. So it's like a shared responsibility within the artists, the parents who allow their kids to listen to that type of music, who consume that type of music, which it shouldn't be. And also, I wouldn't blame the government exactly, but authorities. Yeah.
Authorities.
Authorities. Yeah. Like in the music environment.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a shared responsibility. Everyone.
Yeah.
Again, I as you, I want to let my kids listen to this song. They're like listening to Cocomelon, or something like that.
But since you come from a diverse background, I'm kind of curious, like if you maybe potentially had like an identity crisis living life.
I did. I am an No, I'm kidding. But I did. Of course, I had a lot of identity crisis. And I guess it's because of what I've been through, like a lot of things that I've been through that makes me like sit down by myself and like, who am I? What am I doing? What should I be doing? What I want to do.
You think though your diverse background had caused your questioning to be more severe?
Yeah, definitely.
In what way? I mean, I'm fully Korean, but I was raised outside of Korea in multiple countries. So even living in different countries, the end result was me having a bit of identity crisis because I couldn't really exactly associate myself and
or identify yourself.
yeah. Even though I mean I'm Korean, I look Korean, but just the feeling, my personal feelings is that I didn't really belong anywhere. But must have been probably worse, I can imagine, for you being half Dominican, half Spanish. Yeah.
For me, I had like a lot of identity crisis. And it's because I always felt like I didn't belong my country. Because I was always the shy girl, you know, with different things that they like. When I was like 8 years old, 7 years old, 9 years old, I used to listen a lot of English songs. Like I was this. We call it this. This is a term that we have in our country. That's like a really meme. You know, Discovery Channel, right?
Oh yeah.
So
I love that channel.
to kids like me in our country, that the people used to call the Discovery Channel kids, because we were raised differently. we have different things that we liked. We were not like just like the normal kids. We were the Discovery Channel kids. So it's quite funny, I know. But I always felt like I didn't belong because of the same reason. I always thought that my mentality was way more far and way more mature than the age that I really was.
Yeah. You had an old soul, even though when you were young.
Right. I always felt like, and you know, that's funny that you mentioned it, because when I was like 11, I had like a really deep identity crisis because I was like,
at 11.
Yeah, I was like searching about what like the reincarnation thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like involved on searching of all that, and I was like really deep into like, because I really felt like I didn't belong. So I was like, maybe did I reincarnate in this life or something? What was I in my past life? You know, I felt like I was a completely different person since I have memory. So for me, I don't know.
Do you believe in reincarnation?
I do. I do. Might sound silly though, but I do.
No, you can believe whatever you want to.
Yeah, I do. I mean,
it's not silly. It's like,
I mean, I'd say it sounds silly because not all people think that's a real thing.
Yeah.
But again, it's like
you can argue that going to heaven or hell is silly. It's like it's the same thing.
Yeah. Me personally, I don't believe there's any hell or heaven. It's the same. But I do believe that we have reincarnations. We reincarnate in animals or people. And that I also believe that what we did in our past lives affects us in our current life.
Like karma.
Yeah. So since I was like, you know, for like, you can just go to the like, think what does a 11-year-old girl, what does that girl thinking about reincarnation and thinking that she's probably what does she was in her past life or any, like, you can tell by that how big was my crisis back then. I was 11. Usually when you have 11, like, for girls, not for all, but for girls, you'd be like playing with dolls or you know, studying or like stuff like that, you know. But back then I was like really thinking through or like of who I was, who I wanted to be. And I was 11. I mean, come on. You can tell by that.
It's interesting that you thought of those questions at a young age.
Yeah.
Do you think you found yourself a little bit throughout the journey since 11?
I did. I did find myself. I did find, and I did learn a lot of stuff that I didn't know about myself too.
That's good. Yeah. Acceptance is important.
Yeah, just true. And knowing yourself, it's good too.
Yeah.